My name is Bill Broady. I live in Bradford, West Yorkshire, and I'm a novelist and short story writer. I've been writing all my life, but seriously and producing decent work probably for the last 30 years. Well, I got in touch with the Royal Literary Fund very specifically because I could not afford to replace a computer. And after they'd assessed me, I began to realise that I was involved in a much more thoroughgoing and serious and highly professional organisation. And I mean, it really did get us out of a hole. There's no question about it. We did need help, but we didn't realise what help we needed. I mean, I just, I did have problems coping in my life and had really nowhere else to turn, They obviously had a notion that creative people who come upon hard times deserve to live in a degree of dignity, not in luxury, but in dignity. So at least the basic amenities would be catered for, and any real emergencies there could at least be some assistance with. I didn't realise that when the Royal Literary Fund took you on, as it were, then it became almost like they felt, and I very much felt this over the last 3 years, I've been receiving for the last 3 years, that they felt a duty of care and responsibility for myself and my work. And I found that very moving, actually, because at that time things were not going well, financially and creatively and professionally in my life, and that gave me a huge burst of confidence. I felt that the aim was to create circumstances in which people who have been creative in the past can continue to be creative in the future. Aside from the financial help, I think the moral support and the sense that if there are problems in my life, or in our life, my wife and myself, we know where we would go, and we know that we would get at least a very sympathetic hearing. And that is extremely useful when you're a self-employed writer in a very, very parlous world.